Back pain causes and treatment with proper direction and the first step in back pain relief. Lower back pain is pain that felt in the back which could originate from the muscular tissues, also with nerves, bones, joints or different systems gift in the backbone. Back pain is one of these not unusual and the largest single cause of illness absence within the United Kingdom. Again, pain almost impacts 80% of American citizens at a while of their lives. Again, ache is the one of the most common. Lower back pain is ache that felt in the again which can originate from the muscle groups also with nerves, bones, joints or different systems present inside the backbone. Again, ache is this sort of common and the most important unmarried reason of illness absence within the United Kingdom. Returned ache nearly affects 80% of Americans at some time of their lives. Again, pain is the one of the maximum common medical problems, affecting 8 out of 10 humans at just a few points for the duration of their lives. It comes in other many bureaucracy, from decreased lower back pain to neck pain to problem of sciatica. Lower back ache can vary from a stupid and constant ache to a unexpected, sharp pain. Acute lower back pain comes on all at once and typically lasts from some days to 3 weeks. Returned ache is that referred to as chronic if it lasts for round extra than 3 months. Low returned pain is not preserving a specific ailment. Alternatively, so it's far a symptom which could arise from an extensive variety of various strategies. The signs and symptoms of low back pain do display surely large development inside to a few months from its onset. Returned ache can have an effect on almost all of us, of any age, but it's far just extra commonplace in humans between the a long time of 35 to 55 years. Back ache that takes place around after a trauma, including a car twist of fate or fall, need to additionally be fast evaluated with the aid of a clinical expert to test for a fracture or other harm. Severe back pain that occurs with some other signs and symptoms of intense contamination, e.g. fever, unexplained weight reduction, may also imply a serious underlying medical condition, including cancer. Muscle strains, pulled muscle tissues, are that generally diagnosed as the motive of lower back pain, as those are muscle imbalances. Herniated disc takes place while disc fabric presses on a nerve. Every other motive of acute low back pain is mentioned as a meniscoid occlusion. Sciatica is also an extra reason of BSCK pain. This circumstance often takes place when a herniated disc sincerely impinges at the sciatic nerve, causing sharp, taking pictures ache via the buttocks, after which again of the leg. Critical lower back ache can be resulting from the bulging or that rupture of one or greater of the intervertebral discs, inflicting the internal jelly-like material, nucleus pulposus, to press at the spinal twine or nerve roots which run next to the disc. The control desires whilst treating returned pain are that to attain maximal reduction in ache intensity as hastily as possible. Heat remedy is useful for returned spasms or other conditions. Bodily remedy and workout, along with stretching and strengthening, so, with particular recognition at the muscle tissues which assist the backbone. Rub-down therapy, business management articles, especially acupressure or strain factor massage, may be greater useful. The first step in back pain relief. Again, pain reason. There are numerous reasons of lower back pain, and also you want to discover which you need to increase the quality remedy and again pain prevention plan. Again, ache cause varies a wonderful deal, and might range from a fundamental sprain to a chronic situation that may have you ever laid up for months or even longer. Regular responsibilities turns into without a doubt impossible, and your life becomes very restricting. Signs and symptoms and causes of again pain cowl a wide range of troubles, and thousands of people are forced to look their medical doctors every 12 months because of vertebrae, spine and discs damage. Even though it may be, at times, difficult to diagnose the exact returned ache cause, there are numerous different things that you may do to prevent it. Understanding the extraordinary varieties of and threat elements for lower back pain is important. The most common type of continual again injury, with the intention to in the end afflict an anticipated 80% folks, is typically determined in your low back, and there are numerous distinct causes for this. Lower returned ache may be discovered in several distinctive bureaucracy, including strain, sprain, stiffness, anxiety, and sore spots. In extreme instances, you may additionally suffer from a fever, numbness in your buttocks and legs, and consistent excessive ache. Your lifestyle may be affecting the sorts of lower back damage you incur. Step 1 in treatment, and to get intense back ache relief, is to take a look at the duties you do during the day. This can determine if something in your work or lifestyle is unfavorable to your back, and inflicting the general ache. As with every problem, if you could decide the foundation reasons of the back disease, that's the first step in changing them. Regularly, there's nobody unmarried underlying purpose, it is able to be an aggregate of several. Don't necessarily jump at the primary, obvious answer. It is able to be the way that you sit down, stand, or in reality which you carry things in the incorrect way. Being overweight and having bad posture also are huge factors whilst considering the reasons of low back pain. If you lift objects on an everyday basis, you can want to take into account wearing a weight belt and gaining knowledge of the way to carry them effectively. Bending the knees, and making sure that you do now not twist your return while performing these responsibilities is crucial. Tripping and falling also are factors that can motivate you harm and to be afflicted by back strain. Despite the fact that a large majority of back pain is caused by straining your back while performing an ordinary mission, a few human beings do in truth have a greater serious and long-term harm to their backs. These are greater severe cases, and again pain relief and remedy will take a ways longer to address, regularly requiring clinical intervention and surgical operation. In very uncommon instances you'll be suffering from lower back pain disorders due to an infection or ailment, and in some styles of cancer lower return discomfort is one of the signs. Medical lower back pain purpose. There are also medical issues like osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, nerve impingement, osteoporosis, spondylitis, scoliosis, sciatica, rheumatoid arthritis, bulging or herniated disc, sciatic nerve impingement and spinal damage, just to call some. In different words, see your medical doctor to determine the exact motive of your ailment. They may be able to recommend on the first-class steps to diagnose and treat your returned ache before you begin any software of self-remedy. Remedy. Even though a backache may be highly uncomfortable, in many cases an easy direction of anti-irritation medicine is all you'll need. By decreasing the muscle, intervertebral disc, or nerve infection, the sickness will have a chance to heal. However, medicine may be a two-edged sword. Try to live far from the addictive, facet impact-riddled medication usually prescribed. There are natural enzyme anti-inflammatories that do not come with a bunch of issues attached. Couple the medication with a few well-idea-out stretching and return strengthening exercises and you'll have a stable remedy and future prevention program. Irrespective of the again ache cause for your unique case, keeping your again healthful is essential science articles, and could make certain that there may be much less threat of you permanently unfavorable it. Back pain. Tips for managing back pain in the workplace. Most returned ache does now not require emergency remedy. But, if you enjoy again pain combined with bowel or bladder disorder, 8 out of every 10 human beings will have back ache at one factor or another. While a percentage of those are due to annoying damage or a congenital condition, most returned ache is due to overuse of weak, deconditioned muscular tissues. The good information is that this indicates plenty lower back pain is preventable. Those 5 simple hints will help you save you that nagging back pain, or keep away from it altogether if you are fortunate enough no longer to be afflicted by it now. Approach 1. Proper lifting technique. Don't try and elevate objects too heavy for you, and always use proper lifting method. You want to boost along with your legs and now not your back, as your legs are an awful lot stronger. Make certain you pull in your belly muscle groups and hold your upper frame immediately, without bending on the waist or rounding your decrease return. Attempt no longer to look down, as this can reason your shoulders to spherical forward. Keep the object as close to your frame as feasible, and do no longer twist whilst lifting. Approach 2. Top sitting postures. It in a chair with right lumbar assist and proper roll and height for the venture. Maintain your shoulders again. Monitor your sitting roll regularly and periodically stroll across the office or lightly stretch muscle groups to alleviate anxiety. Do this by means of status, placing the fingers of your hands on your decreased lower back, and bending return slightly, looking on the ceiling as you exhale. You should buy a lumbar support to vicinity in your chair, or a pillow or rolled up towel placed in the back of the small of your lower back can offer some lumbar support. If you need to sit down for a protracted period of time, relaxation your toes on a low stool or a stack of books. While sitting, try to avoid sofas and chairs with thick cushioning, as these can force your decrease return out of line. Do not sit with your hips out in the front of your shoulders, as this will cause you to spherical your decrease return that could result in back pain. Method 3. Modify your drowsing position. Sleep for your side, and to lessen any curve on your spine area, a pillow between your knees. This can maintain your top leg from pulling your pelvis out of line, which in flip causes your spine to be out of line. In case you sleep on your lower back, vicinity a pillow under your knees. Keep away from dozing on your stomach, and continually sleep on a company floor. You spend nearly a third of your existence asleep, so your bed isn't a purchase you need to make entirely based on price. The right drowsing floor could make a global of difference in how your lower back feels each day. Approach 4. Stop smoking. If you smoke, end. The majority don't recognize this, but smoking reduces blood glide to the decreased spine and causes the spinal discs to degenerate. Not which you really needed another reason to stop smoking. Approach 5. Toughen your center muscles. As I said, most again pain is as a result of weakened and deconditioned core, abs and lower back muscle tissues. Correcting this can do wonders, and is less difficult than most of the people suppose. Middle physical activities inclusive of the ones contained in my application, a healthful again in 10 minutes a day, may be completed without any gadget, and may be accomplished anywhere. And, a ordinary of center strengthening sporting activities consisting of planks, facet bridges, again extensions, and others can without problems be introduced on your present exercise application, or achieved by way of themselves in much less time than it takes to examine the everyday paper. Of course, following any duration of prolonged inactivity, you need to begin any exercising or health program slowly, and only after consulting together with your #1 fitness care company. If you have any acknowledged medical circumstance or take any medicines, it's far vital which you check with your medical doctor prior to making modifications for your activity level. There you go. In case you rent those a few or all of those simple hints, your again will start to feel higher speedy. Even though I stay with 2 herniated discs, those guidelines, together with the primary physical games I teach in A Wholesome Again in 10 minutes a day, loose reprint articles, maintain me surely ache loose. They could do the equal for you. Stem cell therapy will completely cure back pain by renewing your dead or weak cells that is causing the back pain. Please subscribe and share our YouTube channel. Thank you.